What came first, Magnum condoms or Magnum bars? Tonight we're gonna do a little self-care, a little first impression, a little retinol, a little haul, a little bit of everything. I'm giving you what you want. And self-care does not begin unless you light a candle. This is Boy Smells Philia. This candle smells divine. This is actually the first time I'm gonna be burning it, but I've had other candles from Boy Smells and they're fabulous. They look like this. Order them online or I get them in a little boutique here where I live. Anyway, this will set the mood. Candle is lit, mood is set. So I'm gonna remove my makeup. This is at the end of the day. I look a hot mess. Skin is disgusting. So obviously we're gonna do a little routine. It's nothing you haven't seen before. So I'm gonna remove my makeup off camera. I'm gonna be doing the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. And because I'm doing retinol tonight, I will be skipping all acids. I'm gonna go in with the Mixed Greens Nutrient Rich Cleanser from Naturium. Like I've said before, I've reviewed this. This is a really no muss, no fuss gel cleanser that you can use around your eyes. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Clean. I told y'all it was rough. It's my own fault. I popped it myself. So let's talk about the first impressions. Wanna just say, shout out to Mandy at Art of Beauty. She has a Biologique Recherche and other brands, of course, like Valmont, Environ, a couple others. A spa in New Jersey. So if you're in the New York or New Jersey area, please go check her out. She's so sweet. She asked me if I wanted any goodies and I was like, anything? And she was like, anything. And I was like, girl. And she was like, yes. Ah! So I finally got my hands on the Biologique Recherche Cryo-Sticks. I am so lit, so excited to try these. These have been something on my wish list ever since I started trying the brand. I've literally wanted these for 3 years. So on top of the Cryo-Sticks, she also sent me the Pigment 400 sheet masks. Now I'm saving these. I already asked everyone that follows me on Instagram how they wanted to see me use these. When my acne stops acting up so much, I'm going to do these sheets 4 days in a row because there's 4 in here, and I'm gonna do a before and after to see if the deep treatment that you would get by doing it 4 days in a row would help pigmentation, because I've heard that's what a lot of people do. It's kind of like a deep treatment. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do these today. I'm gonna do a different mask in conjunction with my Cryo-Sticks, but thank you so much, Mandy. She's so sweet. And the last thing she sent me was, of course, Mask VIPO2. I wanted to at least restock on something that I knew I already loved. And of course, that's Mask VIPO2, which is what we're gonna be going in with tonight. Oh, what a great segue, Hannah. So you guys know the drill. Mask VIPO2 is one of my favorite masks. It's hydrating, it's brightening. It's just one of those masks that calms my skin. I actually prefer this mask to Biosensible, which Biosensible is a calming mask, which I have as well, but something about VIPO2 just does something for me. This is my favorite mask aside from Vivant from Biologique Recherche. Of course, I got it on my little sleep mask. So like I said, I'm gonna be doing retinol tonight, so I'm avoiding all exfoliation and all acids because this is a super healing treatment basically. I'm gonna go in with the Cryo-Sticks to kind of elevate the treatment. I've never used these before. I'm really excited. Can't wait. So, number one, they come with a pretty hefty little container that you're gonna keep them in whenever you have them in the refrigerator. That's what it says on the usage, is to put them in the refrigerator. Maybe you could do the freezer. Don't know about that. I don't know if that's too cold. But what I didn't know about these, which I guess I should have known, there's liquid in there, baby. So that's what keeps it cold. So I'm going to do a lifting treatment massage all around my face. I have no idea how cold these get. These have been in my refrigerator for about, I would say 2 to 3 hours. I don't really remember what time I put them in, so I'm gonna shut up and do this now. Yeah, them's cold. Ooh, this feels really good, you guys. Oh my God. These are great for waking up your skin, anti-aging, lymphatic drainage, you name it. This is just a very stimulating, physically stimulating treatment that you can do to your face. I have chubby cheeks and I like to hold them here right under my cheekbone. Oh, that feels This feels really good. Can you, oh my God, you guys, can you imagine if you got this treatment done at a Biologique Recherche spa and someone was doing it for you? You have to make sure whenever you do stuff like this that there's like a slip. That's what this mask is for. You could probably do like an oil, like a serum tool, the transepidermal water loss serum. I have that as well. I'll probably try that another time. Maybe even a hyaluronic acid serum or something. This feels amazing. I better wake up looking snatched. And this is literally me doing it blindly. I don't know if there's a pattern I should be doing. I just know that anytime I've had any kind of like lymphatic drainage massage or anything, you know, remotely similar to that, they kind of do this kind of emotion like, oh, you want them Bella Hadid cheekbones? Well, you need to get some filler for that. Love you, Bella. You are iconic. I mean, my first impression is that I love them. I mean, I knew I would. So I didn't have to make this video to know that I would absolutely love them. They feel amazing. Guys, they feel great. Like, I'm gonna put them over my eyes. Oh yeah, baby. Can you imagine how amazing it would be if you had like chronically puffy eyes and you did this every morning? A mini fridge is on my wish list actually for Christmas, and this is what I basically want the mini fridge for. But this just, wow. It feels great. It feels great. If you have been thinking about buying these, do it. Don't hesitate, add to cart. I could like literally do this all night. All right, the mask is getting disgusting, so I'm gonna rinse this off and go on to the next step, but I don't want to. Okay, so we are clean and rinsed from the mask. I'm gonna go in with l'oxygenating. This is my oxygenating mist full of fruit extracts, just the best. This is mildly exfoliating, but I found that it works fine with the retinol. Like, it hasn't, like, them going together has never irritated me. So take that with a grain of salt. If you're super sensitive, I wouldn't do this before retinol. All right, and while l'oxygenant is kind of like soaking in, doing its thing, I'm gonna go in with my oligo around my eyes. You guys know my journey with oligo. Used to be my fave, but now she just goes around my eyes. We are letting my skin have a break from oligo. I really went a long time without a zit on my cheeks, you guys. This is because that time of the month is coming. But before that, when I cut this out, I literally did not have a zit on my cheeks for weeks. So she was the culprit. So anyway, I put that on my eyes, and now I'm gonna go in with my eye cream. You guys know how I feel about eye cream. I'm not loyal to any eye cream because I don't believe that they do that much for me. I don't have wrinkles around my eyes. Eventually I will, and maybe I'll feel different about an eye cream then, but for now I just want hydration. So right now I am using the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye. I just picked this up recently. I actually have owned this before, and I love the texture. The texture is like this jelly, thick, very thick gel, but it soaks right into the skin. It just is like this cream gel hybrid. I just really enjoy the consistency of it. So when it comes to eye creams, consistency is king for me because I don't believe it does anything that special. Especially on nights when I use retinol, I go in with eye cream because I don't go anywhere around my eyes with the retinol, and I want as much of a barrier as possible around that area because you don't want to get retinol anywhere near your eyeballs. And if you're pregnant, don't get anywhere near retinol. Okay, so eye cream's done. Now I'm going to moisturize. I still do the sandwich method. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to moisturize with Hydravites. This is such a good moisturizer. It is thick. It is one of the beige creams. It's a great moisturizer. It has a lot of plant extracts. The formula is extremely similar to placenta, except it does not have the new isolized placenta in it. But this is a very, very hydrating moisturizer. And when I use retinol, I like to moisturize first, go in with retinol, and then moisturize again. This is the sandwich method. I did not invent it. I have seen many estheticians and dermatologists use this method, so copy what the pros do, people. And as always, I'm not an esthetician. Okay, so now that the Hydravites, the moisturizer of my first layer, is soaked in, I'm glowing, I'm beautiful, I'm gonna go in with my retinol. So I stopped using Differin. This was what I was using for, I would say a couple months ago, in the middle of like maybe April, like March and April, I was using adapalene. It was just too much. I went through a whole tube and I just realized my skin was not adapting to it. It didn't matter how I was doing it, sandwich method, only 2 times a week, whatever. My skin just was so angry, and when I wore makeup, the texture was disgusting. So if you guys remember the video I made with this, and I was like, I'll let you know. I'm letting you know now, it doesn't work for me. And I have this full ass tube. I mean, it's an affordable retinoid, whatever treatment, so I'm not crying about it, but I just can't do it, so that's my review. Whenever I did that consultation with Andrew from Skin by Ask, he put me on the Environ Focus Care Youth Plus Retinol Serum 1. This is what he uses, I believe, and this is a time-released retinol. So I am able to use this right now, twice a week, and then after a month of me doing twice a week, I go up to 3 times a week. I just try to really ease into retinol because I've said it before, my skin just doesn't really love it, but I know that I need it. Like, I just don't want to age. It's a fear of mine. So this is what one pump looks like, and I'm gonna go in this area because this is where I want the majority of the product to go. And of course my forehead, it'll help smooth out those fine lines that aren't there yet. And it will help with a little bit of the acne that I get on my cheeks and chins. So I'm just really gentle. I don't go anywhere around my eyes. And as a general rule, I avoid my handlebar mustache area because that's where I get the most irritation. But I'm gonna show you how I try to combat that the best I can in a minute. Okay, so I just rubbed all of the retinol in, and retinol is super active, so I kind of like to give it a minute to kind of settle in. I don't immediately go in with my 2 last steps, so I'm just kind of gonna let it vibe for a minute and like do its magic. You guys, where's my cat? I can't find him anywhere. Like, where did he go? While I let that retinol go in, I'm gonna clean these off as best as I can. It does say to disinfect these after you use them, and I'm gonna put them back in their little case and they'll go back in the fridge. And this is what the case looks like. This is how they're held. I just cleaned them off, so it kind of looks like a little food container. It's just super cute. I love it. Okay, so the retinol has been on for, I don't know, 5 minutes. And you can see I'm like a little flushed looking. Like I said, retinol and my skin, they got a difficult relationship. So my 2 last steps are gonna be hydrating on top of the retinol to avoid irritation that my skin undoubtedly will have, because that's just how it is. So I'm gonna go in with the Naturium Intense Overnight Sleeping Cream. This is a very thick moisturizer. I prefer the ceramide moisture cream. I don't have that right now, so I am going to use the Intense Overnight. This is also, it's super hydrating. I just think I prefer the texture of the ceramide cream, but I don't dislike it at all, and it gets the job done. It is very hydrating. It's super thick. It ain't going anywhere, like. So I usually put that between my hands and rub it, and I press. I'm gonna go in upward motions and just moisturize. And like I said, really focus that in that problem area. And now that that's on, my very last step is going to be my CeraVe Healing Ointment. I put this in the areas that I get that irritation, just as the last resort that I have to prevent it. So I take that little tiny half a pea sized amount, put it between my 2 fingers and emulsify it until it's a very like loosey goosey jelly oil, whatever. And I'm gonna put it right here and right here, just around my nose and the corner of my mouth. And I drag it down as if I have a handlebar mustache. And so I've seen some people do this step before the retinol. I just don't do that. I end up rubbing my whole face anyway, so it's kind of like a waste of a step. So I do it last. So I go to bed looking, you know, super dewy, and I just put the rest of it on my cheekbones because who doesn't want to go to bed with a nice dewy plump highlight? All right, you guys, and that is my self-care retinol first impressions thank you video. Of course, again, thank you so much, Mandy from Art of Beauty, for sending me the Cryo-Sticks. the mask VIP02 and the sheet mask of Pigment 400. I really appreciate it. This video was not sponsored. She didn't pay me. She just sent me those products as a thank you for me talking about her for a while. I've been going to Mandy for my Biologique Recherche for a while now. I kind of hop around just depending on what I'm looking for and if I've had a consultation or something, but Mandy is amazing. She's super sweet and she will answer your DMs on Instagram and she's just great. Go support her spa. Okay, you guys, that's the video. I am going to go watch some Twilight and eat this Magnum bar. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.